Hi guys, welcome once again. This is Kelly from Bobbin Machines, and today I'll be reviewing the Toyota Zigline toy machine. You can see that's the name there. Okay, so now firstly I want to thank all my subscribers, those that watch my videos, and also those that buy these machines from me. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate your patronage. Alright, so you can always contact me if you want to get any of these machines. Alright, quickly I'll walk you through the features of the machine. I'll also wind the bobbin and do some couple of stitches with the machine. Now it has a retractable double thread stand. You can see that, okay, which you can use for your twin needle. Now right here you have the chamber for the bobbin winding and all that. I'll walk you through how to do that in a moment, but that's where you wind your bobbin. Now here you have your stitch length regulator. Okay, you have the cursor here, so you can actually move this all the way from 0 to about 4. Then it has a punching reverse mechanism. You just press this and you're reversing. Right here you have the straight stitch and the zigzag regulator. This right here from 0 to about 5. I'll walk you how to do that in a moment. Then you have your needle position. So basically if you want to do your buttonhole or your zipper, or you want to put your zipper and all that, you can use this. The LMR needle for right, left, and you see that? That's how to move that. This is the tension, of course. Now this is the regulator for the presser foot. The pressure regulates the pressure of the presser foot, and it uses the regular bobbin and shuttle. You can see that. Okay, this is it. Then it uses the front threading mechanism, meaning you thread from front to back. That's the chamber for the bobbin and the shuttle there. Alright, so in a moment I'll show you how to wind the bobbin and also do some couple of stitches with the machine. Alright guys, in winding the bobbin, like I told you, this is the chamber for the bobbin winding. You can use any of the thread stand here, so I'm going to put this right here. Then you pass it through this point here. There's a little, a tiny hole. You're going to pass it through there. Alright, from here, you just bring this thing out and you pass it through the same, there's a small hole there. You should pass it through. Alright. Then from there, you take any of the bobbin you want to wound. So I think I'm going to use, okay, let me use this. You just want to do some couple of wounds on it. I think there's one already there. Hold on a minute. Let's cut this. Alright, so now when you've done a couple of wounds on it, you now place it here on the bobbin winder. And when you've done that, you just push this black knob here. You just push it so you can actually push the bobbin winder to the wheel. Now normally you're supposed to disconnect the there's this large silver screw here. You're supposed to disconnect it, but I don't like doing that. Okay, normally you're supposed to do that, but I don't like doing that for obvious reasons. So now when you hit the presser foot, you're going to start winding your bobbin. Alright, so you see that? I'm just holding it so the chair won't jump up. Now when you've gotten the number of wounds you want, all you just need to do is to just push this and it automatically comes out and you can take out your bobbin. Quite easy, right? So now I'll walk you through on how to thread the machine. You can already close this. From the thread stand, you're still maintaining this point here. You raise the footer up, you pass it through the tension, make sure it goes all the way through the tension. Then you take it from the thread take up. This is what called thread take up, this one here. So you're going to pass through there. Okay, so from there goes all the way to here, goes here, then passes through this point. Then you thread from front to back, and you take your bobbin that you already wounded. You put this one, then you put it through your bobbin case or shuttle. Then that's it. Alright, so you fix that in the machine. So I'll quickly thread the machine and thread the needle rather, and put this on also in the chamber. Then I show you how to walk around with stitching with the machine. Okay guys, I already threaded the needle. Now it has a flashlight which is actually at the back. You just switch, the switch is actually at the back, but I wouldn't be using that because I want you to see the stitches. Alright, so for regular straight stitch, this has to be on 0. this the cursor has to be on 4. I'm using the maximum amount of stitch length. You can also reduce it if you want to. So I'm so right away with the machine. At least I forgot this is what controls the feed dogs. You know, for depending on E is for embroidery, the S is for medium fabric, and the N is for very hard fabric, so or fabrics that are kind of thick. So I'm using the N for it. You can use this to regulate the how high you want the feed dogs to go. All right, that's the ESN. All right, so basically I'll sew the straight stitch now. So let me go to a straight stitch. All right, so that's the straight stitch. You can see that, very neat stitches. You can see the back of the stitch, and that's the front. Okay, so I'm gonna reduce the stitch length a bit. So let me say I'm using number 2, and when I sew through, all right, so there you have it. Has a much reduced stitch length. All right, see that at the back stitch. Now if you want to sew zigzag with the machine, like I told you, it has a straight and zigzag function. You can just use this one. You just press this down and you pull these all the way to the number you want to use. I'm using 5 for now. Then I think I'll just have to, let me use 1.5, and when I sew through, okay, you see how the zigzag comes out. Now you can reduce it further to about 1 or 0.8. Yeah. Let me reduce it further a bit. Alright, so guys, there you have it. That's the much more reduced the transition from a wider zigzag to a much closer one. You can also reduce the stitch length or the length of the zigzag. You just, let's say I'm using number 3 while still maintaining that. That's in case you want to do a buttonhole. So you see that, guys? So if you want to return back to your regular straight stitch, all you just need to do is to take this all the way down to 0. And you can use, like I said, the normal stitch length that you want to use, and you sew your straight stitch. And for the back stitch, just put this. Alright, so guys, there you have it. That's the Toyota Zigline sewing machine. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and God bless you.